Okay, the lecture is being recorded. So in week 1, we introduced Windows Virtual Desktop. We introduced how to upload data file to OneDrive, George Brown. And in week 1, we also did the 2% project 2, chapter 2, okay? So today, we are going to study chapter 3 and chapter 4 for Microsoft project. I'm just going to publish this one. So this is week 1, week 2. I also want to send you I also want to send you the email about this. Okay, so that is what we did in week 1. If you missed week 1, remember you can go to Zoom, cloud recordings, and then click this link. That is from week 1. And today, after lecture, I will post today's lecture link. Yes, Awa, questions?
Hello. I just have a quick question. I followed all the steps. Unfortunately, I missed, my apology, week 1. For when I went to Microsoft 365, if I have a chance to share my screen, I don't have OneDrive.
Okay.
Load.
So don't show me your screen, because if I tell you where to go, you will get it. So make sure you check the announcement I have just made.
Okay.
Go to our course website or check your email. So for example, I just sent you the email.
I got it.
If you go here, you can get OneDrive George Brown. This link.
I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. So if log in Microsoft, I went to portaloffice.com.
Yeah.
And I logged in with my credential.
Yeah.
And I was able to open it, and I went to the left top corner. But when I click there, I have other files, but not this one. That's correct. But I don't see OneDrive. I see other files that's available.
Okay. Did you see my computer here, portal.office?
Yes.
Okay. You go portal.office, signing in with your George Brown credential, then you click here.
Yes, I did that. I did all the steps.
OneDrive. This is your OneDrive George Brown.
I don't have OneDrive on my portal. So I did log in, I used my credential, I did the authentication, I put the codes, everything. I followed all the steps. I was able to do all the other steps with the files. But when I log in, I don't see OneDrive. So I see Power BI. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 5 icons: add-ins, Power BI, Loop, Microsoft 365, then more apps. But OneDrive is not one of them.
I'm so sorry.
No worries at all.
You have to type in the contact information in chat area.
Okay.
You have to contact help
desk
at georgebrown.ca for technical question, or call 416-415-5000, extension 4357.
Perfect.
Everybody, please record this chat area help information. If you have technical questions, I'm sorry, I don't have authority to help you.
No problem
need
at
to-
all. So my question, I apologize. My question would
Yeah.
be for the assignment for the 2% for the first week and this week, because I'm not going to be able to upload the files. Would that be extended? Will they be still accepted or no?
This is technical questions. I will extend the 2% for you.
Thank you kindly. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, other questions? Okay, lecture recording on week 1, if you miss it, it is here. Okay, today we'll do chapter 3, chapter 4. But before we do that, I want to remind you the due dates, important due dates, okay? So you go to welcome on the bright space. Everything, no, one question from student, everything will be due in class, hands-on due in class, assignments due outside class, test due in class, quiz due outside class. So I'm going to show you when the due date. So this is important due dates. Everybody see here, the important due dates. Okay. So I just want to send you or make a announcement because this is important and it is a frequently asked questions. So announcement, important due dates. Okay, important due dates. Test 1 in week 4. Today is week 2. Okay. Test 2 in week 7. Test 3 week 15. Because I am only teach week 1 to week 7. For test 3, you have to follow another professor's instruction. He may do the test 3 in week 14. I don't know, okay? Quiz 1 due at home in week 4. Quiz 2 due at home week 7. Quiz 3 due at home week 13. Again, quiz 3 follow another professor's instruction. Assignment 1 part 1, that is 8% due week 5. Today is week 2. Assignment 1 part 2 due week 7, etc. And hands-on chapter 2 last week, but I extended until today. See, today is week 2. Today we'll do chapter 3, chapter 4. If you missed week 1, I still accept submission. Okay. So this is a 2% hands-on during class, not everything during class. Okay. Okay, those are the important due dates. And I also want to send you the email. Some students cannot attend class for whatever reason. By the way, attending class is required. If you cannot attend class, you are responsible for catch up with the course materials, course content. Okay, so I also sent you email about important due date. Okay. All right. So today we are going to do chapter 3, chapter 4. I got suggestion last week. When I am helping individual students, most students were waiting. Some students suggest maybe send the student who have a question of course, if more students have questions, I'm willing to assist, okay? But if just 1-2 students and it take a long time to help, more students may not feel comfortable, okay? So I want to follow most students. But how about if 1 or 2 students have questions? I want everybody to learn from this course, okay? No student will be left behind. That is my belief, my value. So what I am going to do, why I am doing the lecture, if you cannot follow my steps, or if your question take a long time to answer, I will, I'll have some pre-record here. So I'm going to release this one. Videos, make visible to students. Okay, everybody, if you go to content, go to videos, go to videos again. This is the example in the previous semester I gave for Microsoft project. The first one is the getting started. How do you access Windows Virtual Desktop, etc. And I also have this video here, lecture recordings. I'm going to also make it available, make visible to students. So lecture recordings. So if you click this one, all the hands-on I asked you to do, I posted here. For example, last week, we did chapter 2. So this video is about chapter 2. Okay, I will stop it. So this is Microsoft chapter 2 we did last week. If you missed it, you can also check out here. Remember, I also posted the live lecture recording. This is YouTube video I made, okay? So today, we'll do chapter 3. See here, Microsoft project chapter 3 and chapter 4. Okay, so you can, because if you missed some steps, you can watch my video to catch up instead of drag the whole class to waiting for you 10 minutes. If your question is short, I'm willing to help you, and I believe most students understand. But if your question is long, you didn't even get your data set ready, that take a long time, maybe you want to catch up by watching this video. But in class, what is the point in class? If you cannot follow my steps, I suggest you write down the notes. So, okay, step 1, click this button. Step 2, click that button. Okay? So that is the way I handle this class. I will do hands-on chapter 3, chapter 4. I love your questions. If your questions are long, I would propose you catch up with the YouTube video. You watch the steps I'm doing, okay? Any questions, suggestions? You can type in your question in chat area or unmute yourself. I'll just grab a word. Okay, so everybody ready? So, oh, by the way, you are supposed to have the textbook, okay? You go to the content. Textbook is required, data file for project textbook. So this is the textbook we are using, okay? So I will directly go to chapter 3. Chapter 3 is pretty short, okay? I can open electronic textbook to help you read. false. Remember, you need to read the textbook by yourself. In class, we do hands-on. So today, we'll do hands-on for chapter 3, start a new plan. You need to read over here. We'll do the practice task toward the end of chapter 3 here, practice tasks. So create a new plan and set its start dates. Step 1, create a new plan based on blank project. So let's do this. So how do we do this? Remember, we need to go to Windows Virtual Desktop. Where is the Windows Virtual Desktop? I will just close many unnecessary windows. So if you go to we need to open Windows Virtual Desktop. Go to our website. This is important date, scroll. You see this link is the Windows Virtual Desktop here under week 1 and week 2. Announcement, week 1, week 2, and then here. Oh, I need my cell phone, 2 factors. So click this link. Okay, I got in. I will click allow. Submit. Okay, so on the bottom left corner, you click Start, Project, blank, click Close, blank project. Okay. All right, since you are supposed to have the textbook, I will not show, I just sometimes show the textbook, okay? I have my paper textbook here, I'll follow this one here. Okay, questions to open a new blank project file. Okay, next, set the new plan's start date to January 9, 2023. So go to project, project information, and then you have start date, Click the down pointing arrow. Select January 9. (2023). And click OK button. And next, save the new plan as a simple plan. Remember, we need to save this in OneDrive George Brown. Everything we do, we save it on OneDrive George Brown. If you missed the first week, you need to catch up. Okay. So click File, Save As. But now I have to sign in OneDrive George Brown. So if I click OneDrive, I need to sign in. Okay. So signing in. After here, you click Add Account. Click Add Account. Then type in your George Brown credential. And click Next. Okay, so okay, now I have OneDrive George Brown. Remember, I asked you to have a hands-on folder. Okay. So OneDrive George Brown, hands-on folder on OneDrive George Brown. The file is a simple plan. Add your initial simple plan followed underscore your initial. And then I click Save button. Okay. Questions before I move further? All right, so next. Set non-working days in the project calendar. In the project calendar, create non-working day exception named Staff at Model Event for January 25th, 2023. So this is what we are going to do now. So go to project, then change working time. Which first step? This first step, create a new plan called blank project. That is step 1. Step 2, set start date. Step 3, save it. Now we are doing a new task. This is step 1 in project calendar. Create non-working day calendar. I'm doing this step 1 now. This is the step we finished. Okay, again, I pre-recorded this video, you can watch. Okay, we got to move on. So, quick project, then change working time. If you cannot see change working time, you have to click anywhere here. Click anywhere here in order to see change working time. Oh, by the way, I am teaching the same course. This one, it is an in-person class. You are welcome to join my in-person class. It is every Monday from 12 to 3. I will write down in the chat area. All right. Okay. So change working time. Okay. And then under the exception, type in the name, staff at tomorrow event. And here, the calendar. Select January 25th, 2023. Oh, sorry, wrong here. January 25th. Okay. And here you have to choose January 25th. I should pick the date first, then type in the task name, but there are multiple ways to do it. So I choose January 25th. Okay. So January 25th. I finished this one, okay? All right, so I finished this one. Next. Enter project title. So give simple plan the following properties.
Sorry, Miss, I have a question.
Oh, sure.
Is the start date January 25th, 2023 and the finish as well, or just the start?
Both start and finish.
Okay.
Here, you see this picture here. Thank you for asking. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. Start January 25th, finish January 25th. Okay, so we are going to enter project title and other properties. So to do this, you have to go to File, quick File, everybody. File. Oh, I have to click OK button. Quick File, and then Info, INFO. Under the project information drop-down list, select Advanced Properties. I repeat, go to File, Info, INFO, down pointing arrow for Project Information, Advanced Properties. And then you have this box. You can type in the subject, new book launch schedule. You have the manager name, Carol Poland. Company, Rossini Publishing. Commons. Okay, so click OK button. Okay, that concludes chapter 3. Okay, remember what we did is just toward the end of practice task. So what is the chapter 3 about? In this chapter, chapter 3, create a new plan, set start date, we did that. Set non-working days in project calendar, enter plan title and other properties. So you need to read the textbook here. Okay, all the way down, this is the textbook. You need to read over. Okay, and toward the end, you have the practice file. We finished the practice file.
Professor, do you share the information property again, because we need some time to fill in the information.
Sure, Cam. Nice to see you, Cam. Welcome back. I saw you in my Comp1115 class, right?
You
okay.
saw, yeah, you saw
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I will repeat. Okay. So this one asks you to give a simple plan the following properties: subject, manager, company, etc. To do this, you go File, Info, and then Project Information drop-down list, Advanced Properties. And then you fill out this box.
Is that what we're submitting at the end of class?
Sorry.
Like for our assignment, is that what we're submitting at the end of class, like what we just did?
Correct. We need to submit this one, what we did, chapter 3 and chapter 4.
Okay.
Okay. Chapter 3 and chapter 4. Okay, questions? All right. So we finished chapter 3. Again, make sure you read the textbook. The textbook start from, I just showed you, start from here. This is the starting point. Read all of this. In class, we just did the hands-on. Okay, so that is chapter 3. Chapter 4 is pretty long. This is chapter 4. In chapter 4, we are going to create tasks, switch task schedule from manual to automatic, enter task duration, enter milestone, create summary task, link tasks, okay, etc. So this is chapter 4. Okay. Shall we all take a break? Make sure we all take care of ourselves, both physically and mentally. Drink some water, stretch, get some fresh air. Yes, questions?
Yeah, so is the first part done for chapter 3?
We finished project 3, yes. Let's take a break. After break, we do chapter 4 here.
So do we submit chapter 3 and 4 separate or together?
I would suggest you hold your file. After we complete chapter 4, you submit the chapter 3, chapter 4.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just hold your file. Okay, shall we come back at 12:55? So break. Back at 12:55 to do chapter 4. So I type in a message to everyone. Okay, see you at 12:55. Okay, welcome back. Hope you have had a nice break. Before break, we did chapter 3, start a new plan. Now we'll do chapter 4, build a task list. You need to read over the textbook, chapter 4 by yourself. Okay, so this is the chapter 4 textbook, read over. And in class, we just focus on the practice part. So it is here, starting from here. Here, practice task. Okay, I'll go my physical textbook. In chapter 4, you need to open a data file. Remember in week 1, we uploaded data file on OneDrive. If you missed week 1, watch lecture recording to catch up. Okay, so for now, everybody, we need to open the file. The file name is Simple Build Task List. Open this file from OneDrive. Okay, so I go here. I finish chapter 3. I will. Oh, I have to click OK button. So this is the chapter 3 file. We did the start date. We entered the project information. Now let's do chapter 4. Chapter 4 said open a file. So you go to File, Open. And you have to open the file from OneDrive, George Brown. So double click OneDrive, George Brown. Remember week 1, we have a Comp1115 project data file here. Last week, I created a folder, Comp1115 project data files. And then click open. This is chapter 4, so we open chapter 4 folder. The file name is Simple Build Task List. And I click open. So question, it is actually a blank project. We need to enter some task. Okay, so I opened that file. Step 1, assign the following task name. Assign the following task name means create the task. So you just type in assign. Launch team members. I'll move this. You can increase the width of column. Next, design. And order marketing material. I'll click on going. Distribute advanced copies. And then coordinate magazine, feature articles. Okay, so we entered those tasks. We completed this. And next, step 2, insert a new task named public launch phase. Repeat the steps. I just did step 1, enter the tasks. I can pause for a moment. Your chapter 3, I'm sorry, I cannot go back to chapter 3. You can watch the video to catch up for chapter 3. Okay. So this is chapter 4. This is step 1, we just finished. Okay, step 2, insert a new task named public launch phase so that it appears above. Distribute advanced copies. Right-click your mouse on row 3. Insert task. And the task name is public launch phase. Okay, I completed step 2, insert a new task. Question from one student, when I open the file, it is empty. Yes, it is empty, Maria Khan. Chapter 4 file, when you open it, it is empty. You need to enter this task. I can wait for a moment. After you open chapter 4 file, it is empty, correct? Then you enter those tasks. As you have to type, Yazan, thank you so much. You have to type in to enter those tasks. Thank you, Yazan. So I can wait for a moment until most students entered the task. You have to type. You enter those tasks. That's we did for step 1, step 2. Okay, again, I have pre-recorded YouTube video I showed you before on bright space, content, then lecture recordings. You can check out to catch up. So for now, we have to move on, otherwise we never finish chapter 4. Okay, so step 3. We finished that one. Next, switch task schedule from manual to automatic. Switch task to task 1, 3, 4 to be automatically scheduled. 1, 3, 4. So select row 1. Row 1. Press and hold down Control. Then select row 3, row 4. CTRL Control allow you to select non-adjacent data. Okay. And then go to task. You see auto schedule, change to auto schedule. And now you see the icon has changed. So becomes this icon. This is auto scheduled icon. This is the manual scheduled icon. So we finish this one next. Use task mode to change task 5 to automatically scheduled. So this is the task mode. Click the down pointing arrow for task 5. Then select auto schedule. Step 3, switch to make all new tasks automatically scheduled. All new tasks automatically scheduled. To do step 3, you have to click File, Options, File, Options, and then Schedule. I repeat, File, Options, Schedule. And now you have new task created. Click the down pointing arrow, auto schedule. So next time, when you enter a new task, it is auto scheduled. Then click OK button. So that is step 3. Step 4, enter a new task named Launch Social Media Program for book below task 6. So click here and type in Launch Social Media Programs. Okay, so I completed this step. Next, we are going to enter task duration and estimates. So based on this table, for example, for task 2, we need to enter check with marketing team. Task 3, leave as 1 day. Task 4, duration 2D. 2D means 2 days. Task 5, duration 6D, means 6 days. Oops. Okay, so this is task 2, duration. Type in check with marketing team. You can increase the weight of the duration. And then task 3, leave it as 1 day. Task 4, 2 days, you type in 2D. Press Enter key. And then task 5, 6D. Okay. So I finished this step 2 here. Enter the duration based on here. Step 3, in start field for task 6, enter about 2 weeks before launch complete. So this is the start column for task 6. I want to increase, okay? And type in about 2 weeks before launch complete. You can enter the text for either duration or start field because the task is scheduled manually. For example, task 6 scheduled manually. So you can type in the text. Task 2 scheduled manually. You can type in the text as duration. Okay. So I finished step 3 here. Next. Enter milestone task. Milestone is important event, has duration 0. So step 1, insert a new milestone task named planning complete so that it appears above task 3. So right-click your mouse on task 3, insert a task, and the task name is planning complete. Because this planning complete is milestone, duration you should type in 0. When duration is 0, it is milestone task. Okay. Next, create a summary task. Step 1, make public launch phase summary task of task 5 to task 8. Task 5 to task 8. Public launch phase. So select task 5 to task 8 or row 5 to row 8. And then under task menu, in schedule group, you have this indent. So when you indent task 5 to 8, task 4 becomes summary task of task 5 to task 8. So I finished step 1. Step 2. Insert a new summary task named planning phase so that it includes task 1 to 3 as its subtask. So right-click row 1. Select Insert Task. And the task name is Planning Phase. Press Enter. And this planning phase is the summary task of task 2 to task 4. So select task 2 to task 4. Under Task menu, click Subtask button. This way, you make planning phase the summary task of the following 3 tasks. All right. So next, we are going to link a task to create dependencies. The relationship between 2 tasks usually is that you finish the first task, then you start the second task. That is finish start relationship. Use FS. Do we have other relationships? Yes. We also have a start relationship. So you start task 1 and task 2 at the same time, etc. So read chapter 4 for other types of relationships. So now let's set up dependencies. Step 1, enter task ID in predecessor field to link task 2 and 3 with the finish to start relationship. Means you finish task 2, then you start task 3. Okay, so you can move this. This is called a split bar. You can move to the right. This is the predecessor field. In task 3, predecessor field, select. Number 2 means task 2 is the predecessor of task 3. After you finish task 2, you start task 3. So we did that. Step 2, make task 3 and task 4 so that task 3 is the predecessor of task 4. So task 3 is the predecessor of task 4. So go to predecessor field for task 4. Then click task 3, means task 3 is the predecessor of task 4. So we did that part. And then step 3, link task 6 to 9 using link selected task command. So task 6 to 9 So this is select task 6 to task 9. Then under the task, you have this link button. In scheduled group, click this link button. Click the link button, you have this one. Okay. Step 4, link task 4 to task 6. Okay. So it is asked us to use your mouse in the chart portion of Gantt chart to link task 4 and task 6. I need to move this split bar and increase okay. Move here. So task 4, task 6, first, where is the bar represent task 4? Remember task 4 is the milestone. Milestone in graph using the diamond. Diamond is the task 4 milestone. And then task 6 is this bar here. So what you do, click this milestone, click and drop it. When you click, you have, oops, you should have, no, I should undo it. So click and drag so that, don't see the bar, undo it. So see, you click and drag, you have this icon, and drag it to task 6. It needs to practice. Click the diamond shape, drag it to task 6. Release your mouse, and now you linked task 4 to task 6 by click and drag.
Professor, I think I closed that part of like you see the section that you're working on now. I think I closed it. How do I get back to it?
You closed it accidentally. How do you get back?
Yeah.
I guess you have to reopen it. You can try to say, go to OneDrive, go to File, open OneDrive Brown to see if you have that file saved.
No, sorry. I mean like okay, can you go back to what you were working on? Like, you know how you were telling us to drag it? Like just that little section.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm working on, you see like where it says planning phase, task name, all that stuff, like I have it. But the other section where like it's like the graph, I don't have that part.
Are you talking about step 4?
No, what you're working on right now.
What I just finished step 4. I click the diamond shape. I drag it in task 4. Diamond shape represent task 4. I click and drag it to task 6. If you cannot click and drag, you just go task 6. Remember we did before, you just go to task 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then you select task 4. You do the old way.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I did that. That's fine.
Yeah. There are multiple ways to do it, okay? All right, so I finished task step 4. Step 5, task 3 should have 2-week duration. Check the duration for task 3. To 2 weeks. Duration for task 3 is 2 weeks. That is step 5. duration for task 3 here. This is the duration for task 3. Change it to 2 weeks. Two W represent 2 weeks. If you ask, how do I supposed to know W represent week? You need to read the textbook. Textbook explains this. Okay, so we changed 2 weeks for task 3. Okay. Step 6, adjust task 8 so that it respects predecessor link. So quick task 8, and then that is inspect. Task schedule, quick respect links. All right. So we finished step 6. Next, we are going to check plan duration and finish date. Step 1, in timeline view, note the current and finish date. So this part you see here, where's my mouse? This is timeline. This is timeline. And this is the start date, January the 9th, 2023. And then over here, finish date, Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. So in timeline, you observe the start and finish date. So we do nothing about step 1, just pay attention to start and finish date. Step 2, found the plan's finish.
Let's have a
date.
question.
Yeah, sure.
Which one do we do respect links for? Was it 6 or 8?
Task 8.
Oh, okay.
Task 8, respect link. Okay. Other questions?
Do you mind repeating how you do the respect links?
Oh, sure. You click task 8. Under the schedule, you just click this button, respect link. Under schedule group, first task menu, schedule group, then respect link.
And what is it supposed to do? Like, what does that mean?
Okay, if you go to the page, page 66, let me, it tell you, means what happened, respect link.
But like, what's the purpose of it?
To force manually scheduled task respect its predecessor, to force the link between 2 tasks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, to force, to enforce. The detailed explanation about respect link on page 66. Okay, so go back to where we are. Okay, so next we do check plan duration and finish date. We did that. And then we are asked to check the project finish date in project information box. So if you go to project information, and the finish date is here, see, Tuesday, February the 7th, 2023. It match the finish date in timeline we just saw. Next, look at the duration in statistics. So quick project information again. So quick statistics. You have start date and finish date here. Finish date, February the 7th. Okay. It's just a double check from different resources. And next, okay, task. We almost finished. I just want to locate the steps we are need to do. We did this.
I think we were on 67.
Thank you so much. Just try to multiple windows. Why I can 77, you mean? Yeah, we are on 77. So I'll go to 77. Okay. So far, we just did this one here. Remember, project suggestion. Next, step 4, display project summary tasks in Gantt chart view. Click anywhere in the Gantt table. Oh, by the way, this part called Gantt table. This part, Gantt chart. Now, click Gantt chart format on the menu. Then click project summary task. Make sure you have check mark. Project summary task. See, it is added project summary task as 0. Task 0 is the summary task. Okay, so we finished this step. Last task. Document task information. Step 1, add a note for task 6. Distribute advanced copies. So this is task 6. Double click task 6 so that you have this task information. Then click notes. And then type in. Distribute advanced copies. Then click OK button. We finished step 1. Step 2, point the note icon for task 6. So point the note item, you have the comments you just typed. Step 3, display project summary task. it is already have the summary task here. You have a check mark, project summary task. And then point to the note for task 0. It said this new children's book for spring release. So we finished task step 4. Step 5, add hyperlink with this one as the address for task 8. Add hyperlink for task 8. So right-click your mouse on task 8. Right-click your mouse on task 8. And then select the link. The address type in http://www. So this is the address. UBLIS. And then we also need to enter the text to display. Add to Spring catalog. And click OK button. All right. So we finished hands-on for chapter 4. Okay. So we did all of this. Create new task. Switch auto schedule to manual schedule. Enter task duration. Enter milestone. Create summary task. Link tasks. Create duration finish date. Document task information. That is what we did in chapter 4. Remember in class, we focus on the hands-on. You need to read over the textbook. For example, what is the purpose to put on the respect link? And what are those? How do I enter 30 minutes? Okay, so 30M represents 30 minutes. It is explained in the textbook. 6H represent 6 hours. Okay. So we finished chapter 3, chapter 4. Next, you need to upload this to open a new browser. Go to course website. Go to assessment, assignment. Remember chapter 2, if you haven't submitted, I'm still accepting submission. Only 20 students submitted. So I'm going to open chapter 3 so that you can submit. And I will open chapter 4 so that you can submit. Okay. Last class, we introduced detailed method. How do you submit? So basically, your files in OneDrive.brown One method is that you go OneDrive George Brown. Remember how you go OneDrive George Brown? You go to portal.office.com. To go OneDrive George Brown, you go here, portal.office.com. And you click top left corner. You have OneDrive George Brown. And then you need two factors. What I am doing now, I will show you how to upload file from OneDrive George Brown. Oops, it asked me two factors. Okay, so once you are OneDrive, and then you click the files, my files. What you did should be somewhere here. So for me, I put it in hands-on. You see, about 1 hour ago, I saved this file. And you click the three dots, you click download to your computer. And then upload from your computer to Brightspace. This is one way to do it. The other way, some students did it successfully. The other way, you go to the Windows Virtual Desktop and you log in your Brightspace in Windows Virtual Desktop environment, and you can drag the file. Okay. All right. What is the name for chapter 4? Let me double check. What is the file name for chapter 4? It is simple build task list. Simple build task list. That is the name for chapter 4, the file name. Okay. Okay. Shall we all take a break? After break, it is just individual questions. If you do not have questions, you're done for today. Make sure you submit chapter 3, chapter 4. Next week, we do chapter 5, chapter 6. Okay. So if you have questions, come back after break. Okay. Let's say back at 10 or 2 o'clock for any questions you may have. So I'm just going to stop recording. When we come back, no recordings.
Professor, before we